Hello everyone and welcome to another Revv Evolution technology and gadgets episode. And today we will be bringing you a robotic vacuum cleaner, the Roborock Q Revo to be exact. As we know in the market nowadays, there's just so many robotic vacuum cleaners out there offering you all kinds of functions and of course with different pricing as well. But end of the day, what we want to do is to get a machine that does as much of the work as possible, allowing us more free time for us to do things for ourselves. And with the Roborock Q Revo, it does almost everything, and I really mean almost everything, including washing and drying as well. So let's take a closer look. Right folks, before we jump into the review itself, let's do a quick unboxing to show you what's inside the box. Right folks, so what we're going to do is break up the review or presentation into two different sections. First of all, we're going to talk about the features and benefits of both the Roborock vacuum itself and of course the docking station. And then we're going to talk about the very powerful and useful Roborock app. And at the end of it, we're going to show you a quick demo on the Roborock vacuum cleaner itself. All right, so let's go. First of all, the Roborock Q Revo introduces Roborock's very first ever, dual mop system. Okay, and as you can see, there's two mops here. And what it does, it actually cleans floors at 200 revolutions per minute. Okay, and with that, it also brings the brand's very first automatic mop lifting feature, which most mops out there don't really have, but the Roborock has. Okay, and what it does, it actually lifts the pads up to 7 mm. And what it does, in this case, it actually allows you to mop things like floors and even vacuum in one go, and even carpets as well, without really leaving any trails or messes at the same time. And with the Roborock Q Revo, it's also equipped with extreme suction power, which is something that you definitely want when it comes to cleaning up messes in your home, with a suction power of 5,500 PA. And now let's turn over the unit to show you what's underneath. And with an all-new rubber brush system, which I think is really excellent, because with the normal brushes that in most vacuum cleaners, you get things like your hair getting tangled and messes, and it really takes a lot of effort to get that hair out, but not with the rubber brush feature that we have here. And also, the Roborock Q Revo comes with a reactive tech obstacle avoiding system using PreciSense LiDAR navigation. Okay, and this navigation system that they use is actually something that's also used in cars as well to avoid collisions. So that shows you how advanced this Roborock cleaner actually is. Okay, so what it does, it also gives you an effective and powerful vacuuming performance on the floor. It doesn't really matter what kind of floors that you have, whether it's parquet or even marble floors as well. Okay, it really just works on any of your floor types. And with PreciSense, what it does, it actually scans your home and creates a detailed map for your optimal cleaning route. Okay, and even provides you with a 3D mapping for your increased convenience when setting up a no-go zones. I'll tell you a bit more about that when I jump into the Roborock app. Okay, it's really powerful and really fun to use. And after all that hard work of cleaning your floors, Q Revo will actually return to this very newly designed docking station, which actually performs things like your self-emptying, self-cleaning, and even washes your mop and also dries it as well. And it does fast charging, which is something you really need, because maybe after a while you realize you use it again, this machine is all ready to go. And the best part of all is you don't have to do any cleaning after all that work is done. And now let's jump into the multi-dock, which is the real star, I guess, of this whole system. Okay, with the multi-dock system, it gives you really hands-free cleaning in the sense that docking station, it reduces the need for you to repeatedly do manual work, things like your cleaning and emptying of the water. Okay, and now let's talk about some of those features. First of all, we talk about the self-washing feature that the docking station does. Once Roborock returns to the docking station, what happens is the docking station will actually spin and scrub those mops, okay, in the base, and to keep them all clean and ready for next use. And with self-drying, which I think is very important, it actually dries those mop pads with an air blowing at 45 degrees, which it's really good enough to actually dry those mops. And getting rid of anything like your unpleasant odor and also growth of molds, which happens to a lot of your mops over time, if you notice. Okay, and which means no more of manually drying or taking out those mops and hanging out outside into the sun to get it to dry. And also, there's this feature called with self-emptying as well. What happens is automatically empties any trash that Roborock picks up and dumps it into the bigger docking station, which allows all those dirt and stuff that it collects to up to 7 weeks without you ever manually emptying any of your trash. So that's really good in the sense that you don't have to keep doing it vacuum that Roborock does. And with self-refilling as well, what happens is Roborock will return to the docking station and also pick up water if it needs to. And it allows you to mop at a total space of 400 square meters, which is a really huge real estate. So folks, at the end of the day, it really means that you really do not have to do anything even when your robot is done. Okay, after it's done cleaning your home, you still can actually relax and allow the robot to actually sit on there and recharge. And what I really love about the Roborock features, which I think a lot of other brands do not have, is the fact that with this, it has this tray which actually can be removed, all right, so allow you to clean. A lot of the other vacuums don't actually have this removable tray, which I think is something that I love about it, because you know, at the end of the day, once all that dirt is stuck there, it's really hard to get out. But with the manual tray, you can actually remove it and actually clean it so much easier. All right, so now after all that is done, let's now jump into the Roborock app. All right, folks, I'm now going to walk you through the Roborock app. Okay, and I've actually given my Roborock a name. He's called Rocky. So if you hear me call him Rocky, that's actually Roborock. All right. Okay. So once again, once you get your application installed, first thing you'll see is the main page. I've already added the machine to the app, so it's already installed, and that's an easy to use guide which you can actually follow. Once you press enter, first thing you'll see is your interactive map. You can actually do a mapping of your home, okay, which I'll show you in just a bit. It's really easy to do. But what I want to actually show you is the rest of the functions or the settings that's within the Roborock app, which is I think basically from what I know from the rest of the other machines in the market, this is really one of the more in-depth things that you can actually do with your with Rocky. First of all, as I mentioned, manage maps. With this, you can actually do things like change settings within your map. You can actually add in rooms, furniture, and so on, and you can actually do that by pressing edit. Okay, so once you press edit, it'll give you a whole host of functions. You can add in rooms, you can add in furniture, and so on, so that way Rocky will be more familiar with your home. The other thing which I think is really useful is schedules. You can get Rocky to clean your home maybe once everybody's out for work or in the middle of the night. Basically, you want him to clean up the homes. When you wake up, you can have a whole clean house for yourself. Okay, other things like reactive obstacle avoidance, this you want to remain on it all the time. All right, floor cleaning settings, as I mentioned, same things as docking settings, robot voice, remote control, which I think is another interesting function. You can actually manually take control of a Rocky by either using buttons like here or even a joystick. All right, if you want to do manual cleaning using Rocky, things like cleaning history, your maintenance, your user manual. Also, the other important thing is firmware updates. So once again, a really useful Roborock app for your home. And once on the main page, as you can see, I've actually added in things like furniture to a map of my home to make it more user friendly for Rocky, so you know, and as he goes around the home. Okay, and I guess in a nutshell, this is as much information I want to give you about the Roborock app. Once you get it, honestly, folks, you can have lots of fun using this application. Well, folks, this wraps up our review on the Roborock Q Revo. Certainly hope you found this video very informative and giving you that informed decision if you decide to get a unit or not. But I do highly recommend it based on its features and benefits. All right, so now let's talk about pricing and how much is it going to cost you if you decide to get one here in Singapore. Well, it retails at $1,099, but you might want to check out for promotions that might be going on your different shopping sites, things like your Lazadas or your Shopee and so on, or even you might want to check out Roborock themselves. All right, and until we catch you again, this is Renee signing off. Don't forget to watch our other videos on our platform where we bring you things like technology, food, cars as well, all on a new channel called Revolution X. Till we catch you again, this is Renee signing off.